we want to react to a video that has actually gone viral.
So, and I also think that in society, black women are not desired.
Why?
Least desired.
The thing is, on dating apps, the most desired woman is the Asian women. On dating apps, they're the ones that are most desired.
Oh, Asian girls kill it.
Like, Asian
they're
girls
better
kill it.
shape. They can cook better.
Like,
if I got left for an Asian chick, I would understand.
Like Asian women,
I would understand.
Asian women are most desired. And black women are least desired.
I think because of
White men are most desired. Black men are creeping up there, but Asian men are least desired.
It's all a madness.
It's so funny. You know, women are not designed to be providers in the real sense of it. That's why you see that when a man becomes rich, once he starts getting money, he starts thinking of settling down. He starts thinking of family. Start thinking of, bringing people together. I want to get married and all of that. But once a woman starts getting rich, you discover that she starts saying, I'm an independent woman.
I don't need a man.
I don't need. Oh, thank you, Gigi. There you go. So,
And in other races.
In white people.
In white people. Because
that's true.
white people, if we go on a date, you just take care of your bill, I take care of my bill. You take care of yourself. It's white men don't think.
This is why I couldn't date a white guy per se, because when I'm going out on a date, I've done my Brazilian hair that's over £100. I've done nails, I've done lashes. I'm not going to foot an extra bill when I've spent so much trying to look good for you. Now it's your turn to appreciate me.
Oh, yeah.
White men something. Black women are the least desired because I think they demand things the most.
Yeah.
If you
I agree.
date a black woman, now you need to take care of her rent, everything. But if you're dating a white woman, she takes care of everything by herself.
Yeah,
so if I'm a guy,
A few moments later.
the moment I say to a guy, can I pay? And he says, yes, you can pay. Then it's over. For me, I'm like, what do I need you for?
For a white girl, but for a white girl, she's okay.
She's okay. But for a black girl, she's like, if I can pay for my own dinner, I can pay for my own rent. Then why do I need you?
You don't need. You're not coming.
Then you're not there.
I think we are getting to the heart of the matter. We are not dating so that I can provide for you.
That's right? What has been engraved in our heads from the beginning.
Now we are coming to this now. This is where this issue is going to. So, but now that is gone, because we are trying to come to the root of why are black ladies not being desired. I think it is because they want traditional benefits and also modern benefits. The House of Nigeria.
Welcome to the House of Niger's Zim podcast.
Welcome.
Yes, my name is Tessa. As you know, we discuss everything on this podcast, from relationships to marriage matters, career, politics, you name it. So it is a podcast that is both educative and entertaining. So for today, we want to react to a video that has actually gone viral with the topic, are black women least desired? So take a look at the video.
So, and I also think that in society, black women are not desired.
Why? Paul's saying quiet over there.
And I think that why do you think
black women are least desired? And the thing is, on dating apps, the most desired woman is the Asian women. on dating apps. They're the ones that are most desired.
Oh, Asian girls kill it.
Like,
They're
Asian
they're in
girls
better
kill it.
shape. They can cook better.
Like-
if I got left for an Asian chick, I would understand.
Like Asian women,
I would understand.
Asian women are most desired. Black women are least desired.
I think because of
White men are most desired. Black men are creeping up there, but Asian men are least desired.
It's all a madness.
Yeah.
I feel that if you look at media, I'm not social media necessarily, but media, what was portrayed as beautiful and what has been thrown out there. If you look at like adverts when we were younger and models and etc., it was like the slimmer, white, blonde, etc. So they weren't pushing through that culture of having black women as desired,
right?
And then I think because of certain things within black culture where women have gone through certain struggles and they've got, you remember we were talking before on the other episode about like masculine energy.
So black women are the least desired on dating apps
And in society.
In society.
is that your experience, Kiki? What do you think?
No, not really. Like, I'm not talking from experience per se, but I just feel like a lot of men feel more intimidated by, black women
There you go.
are more intimidated in whatever, whether you have been born in America, you are from Africa, as long as it's a black woman, they are quite intimidating.
What do you mean by black women are intimidating?
Black women are outspoken.
Yeah, okay.
They want to always say whatever they think at any point, be it at work, be whatever. They are always they say what they think, and black women are always ready for a fight. Like they're always ready for a fight.
I'm not in that equation.
They're always ready for whatever. So it's not like,
And that's interesting. I would agree, because I've heard actually a number of black ladies at work where their monthly review comes back to say that they're a bit aggressive. But the question is, are black women aggressive really? Are they aggressive? And if yes, why are they aggressive? Obviously we start talking about demographic. Which country, which one are we talking about?
Nigeria.
Just to drop it in there.
Seriously. Okay. You guys are you're ganging up against Nigerians. Okay, they're coming for you. Anyway, why are they aggressive?
I just being African, and
So
you have to prove yourself.
Being African is
yourself all the time. So you just have to stand up for yourself. We have always had to prove ourselves everywhere we go, because people look down on us, and especially for a woman. So the moment you're born, you just need to step up.
I have a theory, especially for the Nigerian women. I think they are aggressive because most Nigerian men are alpha males, strong. They say their mind. They are very intelligent and sharp. The women have had to adapt and cope or measure up to that energy. Whereby you can't cheat me, you can't do this, you can't do that. Because if you are slow with a Nigerian guy, you are done. So I think over time, the Nigerian women have had to, up their game, become more masculine. Actually, I think that they've now become more masculine and match the energy of the African guys.
Yeah.
And that directly hurts their ability, especially when it comes to dating. Because the problem is no man wants to date himself. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I want to date someone that is feminine. I don't want to date someone that is masculine. So masculine energy is good for you when you want to, maybe as a woman, you want to go into business, you want to, do any endeavor. It's good for you to be masculine, to be pushy, to push. But once it comes to relationship, men are not attracted to masculine energy. So I think that's my theory. I'm hoping to see what people say in the comment section.
Just to jump in there, because it's interesting where I partly grew up in the United Kingdom. So my society, or my demographics rather, there are a few black women and the majority is actually white or Asian or Caucasian women. So in a way, naturally, I expect there to be a natural or a higher liking for the whiter women. But then also I remember growing up, because I came from a full African household, and we are specifically told, even if they don't mention it in words, but in actions, in everything, they are telling you this: you are not allowed to date until you go to university. That's the acceptable standard. So as a black woman growing up, even though many people are dating, I'm not interested in that. Yes, I was going to school. I could see that, okay, this guy is interested in me, and maybe he's a white guy, because that's what was. But to me, it's already been ingrained that I'm not to date until I know who I am, and I can only know who I am until I'm in university. So I wouldn't tolerate them. So that made me not very approachable, not very friendly. And when others are going out, let's say for clubbing, because that's the norm in United Kingdom, you know, after you're 16, after you're 18, you go out. But then as well, coming from a black household, I'm restricted on where I can go. Yeah. And not only was I in a black household, but I was in a Christian household. So that meant I also had Christian values to uphold. So when a guy is coming to approach me, automatically I'm saying to you, do you have marriage in mind? Because that's what has been taught. If you're coming to talk to me, you must have marriage in mind. Oh, wow. So that's intimidating, because most guys are out there for fun. Yeah. And black women, we're not there for fun. Serious black women are there for the marriage matters.
Yeah, they're very serious. Very serious. Let's finish.
Adverts when we were younger, and models and etc. It was like the slimmer, white, blonde, etc. So they weren't pushing through that culture of having black women as desired. Right. And then I think because of certain things within black culture where women have gone through certain struggles and they've got, you remember we were talking before on the other episode about like masculine energies or those energies, there creates this thing where the women we're strong, independent, X, Y, and Z, and men are not finding that necessarily attractive.
Would you say that men in general, not just black, not just white, not just Asian, do not find a masculine woman desirable?
I think that men like to have that element of they're looking after you. So women are nurturing, but a man wants to feel like he's able to take care of you. Right. So if you're on a level where it's like, no, I don't need you, men like to be needed. So I think that kind of ties into it. I think it's really sad how black women have been treated and etc. in terms of attraction. It's a mad complicated issue. I'm mixed, so the mixed experience is a completely different experience as well. Everyone has their own experience.
You are lighty, you don't count.
See that? And do you know, let me tell you something. Being light skinned,
you're gonna go in now, guys.
You asked the question.
Yeah, go on.
Being light skinned is not always the easiest thing either, because people have sort of it was a trend, right? So it's a relatively new thing. If you look at like when people were able to have multicultural relationships, it's kind of a new generation. So then it was a fashion statement. So you'd get women who are like, oh, I want a light-skinned child. You're not thinking about all the things that come with having, a child that is from a different culture.
Who would say, I want a light-skinned child?
I've heard white girls say.
It's interesting because we didn't watch this before we are reacting to it, and she actually agreed to what I said about the masculine energy of black women, that it's not attractive. And the guy actually asked her if that's general amongst all culture, and she actually I would definitely agree with that. Men want to feel needed. They need to be in charge And of course, again, feminism has come and it has made that natural biological nature of men wanting to be in charge, to take care, they've made it look bad. Of course, some men also have taken it too far, but that ability whereby when a man comes around, he just feel every other person is depending on him, that's attractive to him. But what has happened is modernism, feminism has now made women start saying, I'm dependent, I'm an independent woman. Once you are an independent woman, you are not attractive to a man. Basically, I don't know if that sounds.
My question is there a way we can be independent yet feminine?
There you go. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I think that's a keg of gunpowder. Actually, that's a big topic. Like, can you be feminine and independent at the same time? I mean, it's a lot. Like, you discover that most men, those executive, chief executive, anything, you discover that most of them are not married. Because for them to rise to that post, they've had to become masculine. For you to become, to compete with men at work, in career areas, I mean, at the office and all of that, definitely you develop masculine traits. Now, what you're asking is, can you switch off that masculine trait?
Yeah.
That independence when you are around men, it's possible, but it's difficult.
The reason why I'm saying this is because I have friends who are close to me and we started off together, but you can see that at one point someone will say, okay, if we stay where we are, we're going to really struggle, especially when you start having children. So you tell yourself, I'll better myself, I'll work hard. And obviously they've had promotions, they started their businesses or building and stuff. And somewhere along the line, they've surpassed their husbands. So they're the ones now providing. They're the ones who are now managers, who've got great, amazing careers. But then 3-4 years down the line, it all ends in divorce. So surely I'm seeing that there is a trend where maybe the masculine energy is not so good for families. But having said that, we need the money. We need to survive, because we can't just sit there and say, let the man provide when he is struggling. We need to be a helper. So how do we balance the two?
I mean, that's the interesting question. It's so funny. Women are not designed to be providers in the real sense of it. That's why you see that when a man becomes rich, once he starts getting money, he starts thinking of settling down. He starts thinking of family. Start thinking of, bringing people together. I want to get married and all of that. But once a woman starts getting rich, you discover that she starts saying, I'm an independent woman.
I don't need a man.
I don't need, thank you, Gigi. There you go. He said, I don't need a man. Whereas when a man is becoming rich, he's thinking, I need a woman. I want to get married. Do you understand? So it's the natural. This is nature. This is hardwired into men to be providers. So when a woman starts becoming richer than the husband, if she's not careful, her need for the husband will begin to decrease. Her tolerance level will start reducing. Her attraction to him start reducing, because women are naturally attracted to a man who is in one way or the other ahead of them. And if finance is that important to the woman and she's now getting more money than the man, the attraction level just drops. And you discover that feminine, masculine energy within the house begins to bring out more of the masculine energy. So that's the problem. And of course, definitely there are some men that are insecure. Definitely it could be insecurity as well. that the man, irrespective of whatever the woman does, is still insecure. But I think that if you've married a man and when you guys got married, it's not insecure, then no matter what you earn, there's a way you can manage that dynamic that you don't. I think the best thing I can say is that women need to be conscious of that scale, that balance. You don't want to become masculine than your husband. You want to always remain feminine no matter what you're earning. If before normally he's the one that makes all the decisions, all of a sudden you're now making more money and you're now starting to make more decisions. What do you think he's going to think? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
He's going to think, oh, okay, now that you're making more money, you want to become, you're taking my role and all of that. Of course, it comes also to gender roles. So, yeah, it's a complicated thing. But
what do you think, Gigi?
Okay, I think if you've noticed, I think it's more of a black or African thing, because here, white people, when we just go up, when you go on a date, the girl is paying for food, the guys, but they split the bill. Here it's okay, girls here are just independent and they don't feel like somehow, but it is only common mostly in African people, if I might say that, because it's that practice that a man is the one who takes care of a woman, and the pride of taking care of a woman is mostly common in Africans than it is in other races,
In white people,
because white people, if we go on a date, you just take care of your bill, I take care of my bill, you take care of yourself. It's white men don't
think this is why I couldn't date a white guy per se, because when I'm going out on a date, I've done my Brazilian hair, that's over £100. I've done nails, I've done lashes. I'm not going to foot an extra bill when I've spent so much trying to look good for you. Now it's your turn to appreciate me. So
but white men don't do that though. White men don't do that.
They don't.
And white women are okay with that, because that's why I said I think it's an African thing, because that's why we grow up knowing a man is supposed to take care of a woman, whether be it a date, take care of your hair, take care of whatever you need. But here you do everything for yourself.
I mean, so in the African community, providing is a part of masculinity. Like that's even women. For them to have that respect or to defer to you, you must be able to provide.
Yes.
If you are not able to provide, they don't even look at you. And that is more pronounced actually within, I don't know about the Zimbabwe culture, but within the Nigerian culture, if you are not able to provide, you're not seen as a real man.
Yes. And
so it comes back to the issue of attraction. So now when an African guy or a Nigerian guy comes over to England and discovers that without even doing anything, the white lady or white girl is attracted to him and he has not done anything. I mean, if he has to, on the scale of 1 to 10, for an African girl, he has to go to 8, before he can impress her.
Yeah.
But for a white girl, he's not even at 2. And
you just need to take a walk, and
just a walk or just coming to work, they are already, just for who you are, they are already like into you. So what do you expect? African men have now discovered that it's easier to attract the white girls. It's easier to impress them. So they don't even bother. But
then do you realize that statistics say that you're most likely to end in divorce if you're, let's say, black and white than if you marry white to white or black to black?
Well,
because they cannot balance those differences in marriage. Because dating is fine because it's
exactly what I wanted to say. Now, dating, getting married is different from staying married. Right? The problem is men decide who get married, right? But women decide who they date. So it's the woman that will say, okay, yes, let's go dating. I mean, we agree. But after you start dating, is the man that will eventually propose, right?
Wow, in an ideal world.
In an ideal world, is changing now, right? So we are still talking about attraction here, dating, and all of that. At the get-go, African women are not being picked.
Well, I need to add something. Black women are the least desired because I think they demand things the most.
Yeah.
If you
I
date
agree.
a black woman, now you need to take care of her rent,
Yeah.
everything. But if you're dating a white woman, she takes care of everything by herself.
Yeah,
So
she does.
if I'm a guy,
I mean, it's even
choose the
I mean,
right lady
just
that
as you're
exactly.
saying it now, I'm thinking to myself, even in my own experience, men are not even that put off by the fact that there is demand or that they have to spend. But it's the entitlement
Yes.
mentality. There is this mentality. I mean, I would prefer, okay, if I go on a date, I naturally would want to pay. But it's more attractive when the lady says, can I also pay? Or can we share it? Then I say, no, don't worry. But compared to
Wait,
compared no, actually,
No, wait, but there is this fear that if I offer to say, okay, can I pay? Some men will go, okay,
Yes,
you pay.
which is fine, because at the end of the day, you say I'm an independent woman.
the moment I say to a guy, can I pay?
Yeah.
And he says, yes, you can pay. Then it's over. For me, I'm like,
But
what do I need you for?
for a white, but for a white girl, she's
Well,
okay.
For
with
one
it.
girl, she's okay, but for a black girl, she's like, if I can pay for my own dinner, I can pay for my own rent. Then why do I need you?
You don't need. You're not coming.
Then you're not there.
I think we are getting to the heart of the matter. We are not dating so that I can provide for you.
That's
Right.
what has been engraved in our heads from
So
the
now we are
beginning.
coming to this now. This is where this issue is going to, and it's interesting because especially in the Western world and in the modern era, we have the traditional roles, gender roles, traditional roles, culture, and all of that. And also we now have the feminism and modernism, whereby gender roles and traditional roles have been eroded. So it is traditional for a man to provide. Okay, let me ask you. If it is traditional for a man to provide, what is traditional for the woman to do?
To
What?
receive.
To receive and do what?
Take care of the home and the children.
Take care of the home, give birth, be feminine, cook, wash clothes, and do all the chores at home. Those are traditional rules.
Those-
But wait. But today, what we have is no, there are no traditional rules. Everybody should wash plates. You should even change the pampers. Traditionally, men don't do that. They just provide. So now today, what we have is that the traditional rules are already eroded. There are no gender rules anymore. The women want men to help out with all of those things. So women want to retain the traditional rules of men, also have the modern benefits of feminism. So you still want the man to be traditional, provide, but you also want the man to also provide the modern benefit, do all of these things, take care of the home, wash plates, watch all of this, change pampers and everything. You can't eat your cake and have it. So if you are expecting traditional roles, men provide and all of that, you must know that also you have to be traditional. So, but now that that is gone, because we are trying to come to the root of why are black ladies not being desired, I think it is because they want traditional benefits and also modern benefits from men. They want men to remain traditional, to remain gentlemen, cater to them and all of that. And having done that, they also still want to be equal. They want to be power couples. They don't want to, they respect the difference that a woman, a traditional woman would not argue with a man. a traditional woman knows that the final decision is with the man. A traditional woman, the husband tells you, don't dress like that. That's what is going to happen. But you want to dress the way you want, and when you are out, you want him to still pay for the drinks. So you can't want both.
Yeah.
So, but whereas you've come over here, I mean, most African guys have come over here and they've seen, okay, the white ladies, they know the white lady, she's not going to wash the plates. You're probably going to do that. But also when you go out, she's ready to pay or share the bills. So at least in one area, you're benefiting. You're not losing on all sides.